Okay. Are we live? We are live. Excellent. Yes. So, I've been looking forward to this moment for a very long time. And I don't just mean while I was at work busting up pallets all day. Not just today. This is a moment I have been waiting for almost 2 years now. Today is a big day. Because this, in spite of the almost 2 years it has been since I first played the demo for this mod right here, it has remained one of my absolute favorite Monika mods. Just an incredibly fun and wholesome slice of life Monika mod. Just really solid all around. I really didn't have anything I can recall that I disliked about it. Just incredibly underrated, if you ask me. So, ever since that day, in June of 2021, when I first played this, I have been patiently waiting for the full release of this mod. And today, that wait is officially over. Today, the full release of Act 1 finally dropped. So it is time to finally dive into this mod proper once again. I am so pumped for this. Onyx, what's new with you, dude? Nothing much besides allergies? Oof. That's no fun, man. Sarah, what's up? How are ya? Oh, I just noticed Cyril changed his profile picture on the server. Matches with his... It matches with his YouTube picture now. Ninja, what's up, dude? What mod is this? Only one of my all-time favorite Monika mods. I played the demo for this almost 2 years ago. It was in June of 2021 that I played the demo for this. I'll pull it up while I'm sending out links here, I will pull it up in the obligatory bullshit window. Just for a refresher for those of you watching this live, and for those of you people from the future who happen to be watching this. Let's fix that. But yeah, you can kind of read up on the premise here while I'm sending out links. It's pretty much just a slice of life Monika mod. But it's not the fact that it has a mind-blowing premise. It's just the fact that it's incredibly well written, incredibly well made, just really well made all around. I really just liked it for what it was, and there's not much more to it than that. It was just really, really good. Like, there's nothing quite like just a fun, wholesome Monika mod. So yeah, for those of you people from the future who are watching this in a playlist and you've seen my demo playthrough from almost 2 years ago as of the time of publishing of this stream, if I sound lost, that I don't know what's happening, and it's like, what the heck, bro? Yeah, it's been almost 2 years, okay? Give me a break. I've played like 50 other mods since then, at least. Probably more. But yeah, what have all of y'all been up to today? How are y'all's days going? Mostly been playing games. I like how I always get 2 notifications between YouTube and Discord. Yeah, I suppose so, huh? Oof, I just realized posting that everlasting server, it's like, fuck. Like, holy shit, dude. At least that shows YouTube notifications work. Yep, because sometimes I swear they don't. Like, for some people, they just don't work. Granted, I don't really pay attention to mine, so yeah. Alright, close that. Middle mouse button does not want to work. One last thing before we get started with tonight's stream. Just want to give you all an update on where the polls are at for the current game selections. So this is the poll for Thursday's game. I noticed Monday that overall Stray seems to be winning. You all seem to want me to play Stray. So I actually went and picked up a copy already. But you still got until Thursday to vote if you haven't gotten your votes in. You might, want to see some of these other games. Don't be afraid to share it. Get some more folks in who might want to vote. And I have a feeling I know what mod is going to win for tomorrow night. Because, yeah, it's kind of a landslide here. Like, you all really want to see Spark of Hope. It is a mod I have felt honestly kind of apathetic towards, because like I watched the first, I think, episode or two of Ronald's playthrough of Spark of Hope from a few years ago, and it did not grab me. Like, I was not really that impressed with it. And this was before I had, the years of experience playing mods that I do now. So that's kind of why I was not, immediately drawn to playing it. Trying to find the Android port. Have you been searching on the subreddit? Because that's where I would look. I don't know if there is one yet, but if there is, I would imagine you'd find it on the subreddit somewhere. But yeah, that's kind of why. Oh, Mani says hello, everyone. Sadly, we are not joined by Chibika tonight. That's okay. But yeah, I kind of just wanted to elaborate a little bit on why, despite, being, among the modding scene for a few years now, I have not played Spark of Hope. Because it was just a mod that did not really grab me. It was a mod that never really got my attention. So, yeah. Like I said, even back then, when I had hardly played any mods, I was kind of like, eh. Android port? I was about to say, I'm pretty sure you do have one. We pull it up here on the release page. There it is. We already got one. So good on you, man. Congrats on the release, Cryo. I'm really happy for you, man. It has been a long time coming, and I am so pumped for this. Designed to be played after the official game. Standard stuff. Yep. Oop. I need to hear that. Nice sound effects. Not sure what to make of that. Unofficial fan game, yep. Ooh, yep. I have been waiting for tonight for the UI overhaul to see it firsthand. Like, there's a reason I avoided all this on the server. Like, ooh, man. I like that. I like that a lot. Especially the little hearts in the background. That is really nice. Alright. I didn't expect to see anything here, because we got, the proper thing before. But yeah, it's finally here. And I have to say, very chill menu music. I don't remember what the demo was like, just because it's been so long. So as a result, I'm probably gonna sound very, well, I've already pointed this out, but since it's been almost 2 years since I played the demo, I really don't remember much of anything other than, the general premise of the mod. So, yeah. Let's get started. Somebody looks happy to get started. Act 1, acceptance. Very cool background there. Got the little chibi outlines on the background there. Ooh. Like what you did with the text box. Damn it. Morning already. Thought that this mod was canceled. Nope, it's just been in development for a very long time. So yeah, if y'all watch and have any questions, feel free to send them to Cryo here. And if I have anything that pops up, I will be sure to let you know. What time is it? Reach over to the bedside table to grab my phone. Glancing at the screen, I see that the clock reads 7:35 a.m. I really gotta stop staying up so late. Ah, please. When you get out of school, it gets easier. Went on a bit of a hiatus, but it's just about 6 months worth of work. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense why it was a bit of a longer gap. But sometimes life gets in the way. I understand, man. I rub my eyes, removing the excess sleep. Take a quick glance out the window. Looks like a nice morning at least. Yeah, soon enough people will be saying that here, once snow finally melts. Yeah, it's early April and there's still snow on the ground here where I live. But I was hearing it's supposed to really warm up this weekend. Like, not just into, like, the 40s maybe, but, you know, actually, like, 50s and 60s. So, it's supposed to start warming up finally. So people will probably be saying that soon here. Once it actually starts to look like spring. Forcing myself to move, I get out of bed and stretch. Ugh, that's better. Gonna be 70s for you tomorrow? Nice. Looks like it's time to start the day. Slowly make my way to the washroom to start my morning routine. I could not tell you when it comes to Android ports, because I don't have an Android device to test that on myself. So I'm not sure how that works for Android. If Brad were here, he could tell you, because I think he's played some mods on Android. But I'm pretty sure he's still asleep. Or he's just waking up. Or he's just busy. I undress and turn on the shower. As I wait for the water to warm, I think about the day ahead. Just an APK? Okay. That solves that. I don't have any tests today. That's always good. Last thing you want to have to worry about when you wake up. At least, I don't think I do. Well, let's hope you're not wrong, boy. Shaking my head, I reach my hand into the water. I think you turned the dial a little bit too far now towards hot. Okay, that's a bit hot. I adjust the water temperature and step into the shower. Yep, it's always got to be just right. I know how that is. I see you over there, rolling your eyes. Don't think I don't see you. Your face might be a little obscured by the layout of windows on my desktop, but I can still see you. Nothing beats a warm shower in the morning. After quickly cleaning myself off, I turn off the shower and grab my towel. As I dry myself off, I make my way back to my room. Wrap my towel around my waist and check my closet. Damn, do I really not have a clean uniform? Sounds like somebody forgot to do laundry. Guess I'm wearing yesterday's. Pick up the school uniform piled in the corner of my room. Let's see. Monika is not impressed. I give the worn uniform the sniff test. Ah, yes. What I did with all of my work shirts before I decided, nope, these are good. Before not deciding any of my polos needed to go into the washer over the weekend. Good enough. Better do some laundry tonight, though. You don't say! After changing into my not-so-clean uniform, I grab my things and head downstairs. What are you squinting at over there? You seem to be getting a lot of enjoyment out of this. Making my way into the kitchen, I realize I should probably eat something before I head out. I search through the fridge and cupboards, looking for something I can whip up quickly. Not much of a selection, huh? So in addition to laundry, you need to do some grocery shopping. Yeah. My point stands. Finally, I locate a box with a lone Pop-Tart sitting in it. Ah, yes. The classic. Looks like this'll have to do. Tearing the foil, I quickly consume the sugary treat and wash it down with a glass of milk. Huh. I take my phone out of my pocket and see 8:05 flash across the screen. Good timing. Gotta go meet Sayori. I double check to make sure I have everything and leave my house. Place your bets now that he forgot something, because I always forget something. Let's quickly adjust to the sunlight as I step out the door. You're locking the front door. I head over to Sayori and I's typical meeting place. I feel like I could maybe do with a comma right there, but that's just me. Hopefully she's... Ben! Ugh! Jesus Christ, Sayori. You're gonna give me a heart attack one of these days. Am not. Ah, yes. Good old MPT. Yes, classic Sayori. Thank you, Mod. Fuck, not even necessary here. How about we don't find out? Also, did I did see that right. Likely something within your settings that needs to be changed. Okay. Yeah, I don't have an Android either. I'm with Apple, so I'm not gonna be able to do much troubleshooting for you, unfortunately. So that's something I do apologize for, because I like to be able to help when I can, but I'm out of my depth here. You know a good morning would have worked too, right? Yes, she knows. She's just bubbly and excited. You're no fun. What am I gonna do with you? Feed me, love me, pet me, she says. Anyways, good morning. Good morning, Ben. How are things with you this morning? You know, aside from trying to land me in the hospital. They're good. I'm so happy it's Friday. I wish it were Friday, because then it would be a very special day for me. Sayori? Yeah? It's Wednesday. It's one thing to be one day off, but 2? Come on, Sayori. Do you pay attention to your calendar at all? Are you sure? You have this thing called a phone, right? And it has a calendar, right? Look at what it says for me, why don't you? Yes, Sayori, I'm sure. Dang it, thought it was Friday. Oh no. What is it? I have a test today. I let out a small chuckle. Never change, Sayori. Never change. Then we better hurry up or you're gonna miss it. Come on, let's go. Okay. We make our daily walk to school together, idly chatting along the way. Hey, Sayori. Yeah? What subject is this fabled test of yours on? Math. I'm not really looking forward to it, though. Wow, what a surprise. Yes, give me your sarcasm, my boy. I can feel it from here. Let me guess. You didn't study. I did a little. What's a little? I think this is an apostrophe missing from right there in front of a little. I opened the textbook. That is the first step to studying. Opening the textbook. Yeah, that's the first step. Then immediately closed it. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't think that's studying, Sayori. Sayori. I needed a coaster. So you used your textbook. Actually, I can't say that's unrealistic. So you used your textbook. It was that or getting those little watermarks on my desk. Those things don't come out, you know. Why don't you just, I don't know, get an actual coaster? Because I didn't want to study. Boy. Sayori, if you keep putting off studying, I'm gonna have to come over and make sure you do. I charge by the hour, and I'm not cheap. Eh? What is that smirk, Sayori? What is that smirk? Oh my god. Meanie. All I could do is shake my head at her ridiculous logic. Seriously, what am I gonna do with you? Hey Ben, you didn't write a poem for the club today, did you? Right, the literature club. I totally forgot. Sayori and I are both members of our school's literature club. Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, the premise said this is our senior year. Only a few months away from graduation. I joined about a month ago, but Sayori's been there since its inception. So yeah, this is not exactly the same character we knew in the original story. She's even vice president, funnily enough. Do with a comma. Mind you, I don't think she does very much in the way of vice presidential duties. That, of course, ends up falling on the club's president and founder, Monika. Ah, Monika. Back before I first joined the literature club, I had only spoken to Monika in passing a handful of times. However, the last few weeks since I joined, I've found myself becoming fast friends with her. Actually, that goes for all of the club members. There you go. It's a nice little group. It's becoming something I tend to look forward to. Excellent. Glad things worked out. However... Nah, I didn't. Monika did say poem writing was going to be on hiatus for a little because of the festival and all. The festival. That certainly wasn't a bright spot for the club. Oof. Never something I like to hear. Especially since you put so much focus on it originally. Something I'm always curious about in mods that portray it. Since, you know, what happens at the end of Act 1. Monika proposed that we do a poetry performance in order to draw in new members to the club, which, in theory, was a great idea. Or shall we say, on paper. However, in practice, we found that the majority of the kids in our high school found it more interesting to crack jokes and make digs during the performances. Yeah, I feel like this is reflective of wherever the author went to school. Because, yeah. The public school that I went to, this feels like how it would go. After about 20 minutes of presentations, the club room had become a disaster, with cupcake wrappers strewn across the floor and desks. I don't want to be presumptuous when I say that, though, so if that's just, so if that is not the reason behind it, then it's just pure speculation on my part, and just don't take it too serious. That and those who weren't being assholes had left due to the disruptions. Monika stepped in and kicked the remaining students out, declaring the event over. Needless to say, no new members signed up, and it left us with a bad taste in our mouth in regards to poetry. Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment. Cryo. Hence, me not writing a poem for this afternoon. Yeah, it's too bad. I liked writing poems. She pouts. Yeah, I started to grow a bit of an affinity towards it myself. I'm sure it won't be a permanent break, though. Just gives everyone time to take their mind off of what happened. Yeah, I think after a mishap like that, the club just needs some time to move past it. That's understandable. Hopefully. Those guys were such jerks. Seriously, who says stuff like that at a fun school event? People that have nothing better to do with their time, Sayori. Yeah, trust me, I hear you. We should try and let it go, though. Not much we can do now, right? You're right. It just sucks. We worked so hard on it, too. Yeah, sadly, I don't think those people saw that. Or they just didn't care. Yeah, we sure did. Every member did their part in trying to make the event go well. Natsuki made her signature cupcakes. Yuri made some beautiful decorations that really livened up the atmosphere of the event. Sari and Monika teamed up and made some great pamphlets which outlined the performances. As for me, I was essentially hired hands, helping each member however I could. It's just unfortunate that it didn't go the way we wanted. Yep. Sometimes things don't just work. After another few minutes of walking, we arrive at the school gates. Well, I better get going to class. I want to hear how you do on that math test, Sayori. See you at lunch, Ben. Alright, see ya. Good luck on your test. You're gonna need it. Don't rub it in. I make a face at Sayori. Yeah, don't remind me. She gives me an annoyed look, but shows a little smile as she waves goodbye. See ya! I make my way to the school's main courtyard. You mean you have more than one? Reaching said courtyard, I begin my routine walk to class. My first class is on the other side of the courtyard. Ah, makes sense. As I make my way down the pathway, I see the same couples and friend groups that I tend to see hanging around. Every high school has those couples and cliques you always see. Used to feel a bit jealous when I'd see stuff like that in the past. Never really bothered me when I went to school, because I was never looking for a relationship in high school. That just wasn't my focus. And it's kind of one of those kids that just kept to myself most of the time. Naturally, I'm not the most popular guy around. I don't expect you to be. And I'm definitely not bringing in the ladies. I've said it before, but you're getting a lot of enjoyment out of this guy. So, now that I've found my own group of friends, I tend to just walk right by without feeling down anymore. All because of a literature club. Who would have thought? Right? It's funny how that works. Playing the mod while watching. The best way to experience this mod. I only jest. I hope you enjoy the mod, because you're probably going to read on ahead of me. Because you know how I am when it comes to playing these mods live. I enter the building that contains my class. Out of the corner of my eye, I see a pink-haired girl fumbling around with a plastic container in front of her locker. Wonder what Natsuki's doing. Walking up from behind her, I give her a tap on the shoulder. Do with a comma there. Hey, Natsu... Ah! What the... She looks like she's ready to throw a punch when she realizes who it was that tapped her. What the hell, Ben? Do you have some kind of death wish or something? Maybe I do. What are you gonna do about it? Sorry, Natsuki. I didn't mean to scare you. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. You're just lucky I didn't drop anything. What were you holding besides the container? I noticed the container that Natsuki was struggling with laying nicely on the bottom of her locker. Can I have a peek at that? I shudder to think about what my face would look like had it fallen on the ground. Sorry. What's in the container anyway? Ha! Like I'd tell you. How about you mind your own business? Not looking to end up with multiple bruises on my arms, I decide not to press her on the topic. It's probably for the best. Okay. Anyway, what's she up to this fine morning? Aside from trying to punch random passerby, I mean. I don't think Natsuki's buying it, man. I don't think she's into it. Natsuki rolls her eyes. Fine, I guess. Just another day, you know? Yeah, I feel ya. Been a bit of a lull since the festival. Yeah, exams don't start for another week or so things are kind of ordinary. Yep, just a time for everybody to breathe and mentally prepare for what is to come. But I'll take that over the festival any day. Yeah, no kidding. Mind you, I may prefer it to Nijima's class. Nijima. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ugh, don't even get me started. Could she be more of a hard ass? I can't even chew gum in her class. Yeah, I won't miss her when I graduate. That's for damn sure. Realizing I've been talking with Natsuki for a few minutes, I noticed the time. Ah, damn it, I'm gonna be late. Catch you later, Natsuki. Noticing the time herself, Natsuki responds. Huh? Oh yeah, see you later, Ben. I give her a quick wave as I head towards my classroom. Making my way towards my seat, I hear the bell. Perfect timing. Nice. It's kind of weird. The sound effects are oddly quiet, even though I'm at the default volume. So, just in time. What'd I tell you? Cutting it pretty close there, Ben. Don't tell me what to do. He eyes me as I take my seat. Sorry, sir. Won't happen again. That's what they all say. I take out my things as Mr. Katsumi begins class. Let's get this over with. Alright, class. Don't forget to have your reports ready for tomorrow morning. Damn report. At least I actually got it done ahead of time. Not that it's all that great, but finished nonetheless. Well, I mean, you can review it if you want to. Try to make it better, but I have a feeling you're not that type. I better go meet Sayori. Since I joined the club, Sayori and I have made it somewhat of a tradition to eat lunch on the roof. Can't go wrong with that. Excuse me. Surprisingly enough, there's usually not too many people up there at this time, so it's a relaxing spot to chat. Oh. I thought that was missing a period. Thought I was just seeing things for a second. Grabbing my things, I make my way towards the roof to meet with Sayori. Up we go. Up. Sayori's not here. Where is she? That dummy. Probably got her hand caught in the vending machine again. Implying this has happened before. Oof. Poor Sayori. Just can't get what she wants from the vending machine. Poor thing. I take a seat on a nearby bench and set my things down beside it. Once settled, I take a quick look at my surroundings. To my surprise, I spot a familiar face staring out into the city. Oh, hey, you. Hi, Monika. As I look more closely, Monika's expression becomes clear. And she looks really down. A little bit, I guess. Yeah, I thought I heard rain out my window. Starting to come down pretty hard now. If it keeps up at this rate, that snow should be gone before too long. I wonder if the events of the festival are still bugging her. Probably. She just doesn't want people to see that. I certainly wouldn't blame her. Surely Monika took what happened at the festival the hardest out of anyone. Oh yes. Absolutely she did. Because, you know, it's her club. She wants it to grow before she graduates. Being the president and all, she put everything she had into making sure the event ran smoothly. While she never let it show that she was upset, I'd have a hard time believing it didn't upset her. Hope she's not taking it too personally, though. My train of thought is interrupted by Monika's voice. Yep. Ben? Yeah. Snap back to it, boy. Everything all right? When did she notice I was here? I gotta quit zoning out like that. The classic. I would love to know. Hey, Monika. Sorry, I didn't see you there. She flashes me a look of concern. Are you okay? You were completely spaced out there for a moment. Huh? Oh, that. Yeah, was just thinking about a few things. I'm all good, though. Thanks for the concern, though, Monika. Music stopped again. Flashing her signature smile, Monika responds. No problem, Ben. I just gotta make sure my club members are doing alright, you know? You realize we're not in the club right now, right? That's Monika for you. Always looking out for others. True both in mod and in Moss. Honestly, pretty admirable. Although, if I didn't know any better, I would have thought you came up here to spy on me or something. Stop that! Stop it! You of all people should know by now it is tradition for Sayori and I to come up here. She's running late. That is all. Don't even start that line of thinking, you. Of course not! I caught off guard in my response. Typical Monika. She giggled. Don't worry, I'm only teasing you. Right. I do that. No, you didn't. Might as well go with it. Come on, Monika. If I was spying on you, I'd pick a better hiding spot than directly in front of you. Could do with a comma. But no, if you were going to pick a hiding spot, you'd want to do it in a crowded place so that you could hide in plain sight. That way you'd blend into the crowd. Yeah, that's MC for you. I flash Monika a smirk. Oh, is that so? Somehow I doubt that. We share a laugh at my expense. For a brief moment of silence, Monika speaks again. So, if you're not up here spying on the club presidents, what brings you to the roof, Ben? Well, a certain vice president is supposed to be meeting me up here for lunch. As you can see, however, she's nowhere to be found. I'm convinced she's stuck in the vending machine again. I'm sure that's not the... Wait, again? You have the same reaction I did. She seems amused at the sudden realization that it would, in fact, not be the first time Sayori has gotten herself into such a pickle. Yep, you seem surprised. This is Sayori we're talking about here. Honestly, if this is the case, it sounds like a problem with the vending machine at this point. Honestly, it wouldn't even make the top 5 list of Sayori moments that would make you shake your head. Somebody needs to make that a top 5 video. Yeah, I guess you're right. Still, you should have more faith in her, Ben. I'm sure something just came up. Oh, you sweet summer child. Maybe, but I still vote vending machine mishap. I'm raising my hand right now. Anyhow, to properly answer your question, Sarah and I typically meet up here for lunch. Kinda started around when I joined the club, actually. Helps that the roof is a nice spot to decompress a little between classes, too. Yep. Unfortunately, I never got to go onto any of my school's rooftops. And I think I've been up on the roof of the place that I work maybe once? You have a point there. Personally, I find myself coming up here on a day like today where I need a bit of a break. I find the peace and quiet does well to calm me down a bit when things get hectic, you know? No kidding. Sure, you of all people need time to calm down pretty often. She gives me a somewhat quizzical expression. What are the odds you stream DDLC while I stream zombies? I saw you playing Black Ops, man. I didn't know which one you were playing, but I'm gonna guess it's BO3. In which case, I salute you, my friend. How are you doing, Cerberus? How the heck are ya? I had a hunch. What are you doing on zombies, if you don't mind me asking? Oop. Nope, I want to do that. I want to go back to this. What do you mean by that? Shit! I guess that came out wrong. On intermission right now? Round 39 on what map, if I may? What I meant was, you always seem so busy. It's only natural you'd get a bit overwhelmed from time to time. Sorry. Scratch the back of my neck sheepishly. Gonna see if you can get to 100. Ah, Hankino. Yeah, not bad. I wish you the best of luck, my friend. I remember when I did that map on BO3, I did it with a pack of megas that let me run in the spawn room without opening any doors. So I had, wall power, bullet boost. I had fire sales to get the thunder gun. I had Perka to get all my perks, and then self-med. And I just ran the relaxing end train loop in the lobby, because it worked surprisingly well with BO3's mechanics. And the only reason I played my game like that is because I didn't want to deal with Nova Crawlers. Because Nova Crawlers do not get affected by alternate ammo types directly, and it is so irritating. High round attempts suck when you don't have the gums to speed the rounds up. Mate, I am used to playing long rounds. I am used to playing long rounds, man. You know this as well as anyone. So, that is just something you have to learn to either deal with, or you just have to... Well, the way you deal with it is by setting aside enough time. I'm thinking for Easter weekend coming up here, since I don't have to work on Sunday, since we're closed, I might do a Killing Floor 2 high round attempt on Endless. I've got to think about it, though. I've got to think about what class I'm going to use and what map I'll be doing it on. Because I wouldn't mind doing another one of those again. Because I could see myself finishing one of those over a weekend. I just have to figure out how I'm going to do it. Anyways, I wish you the best of luck on your high round run. Oh, I see. Trying to nail down what that sounds like. She stares at me somewhat blankly. I really don't think I said anything out of line. My brief train of thought is interrupted by Monika's voice. You're not wrong. Her expression lifts slightly. Fair enough, man. 8 rounds at 92. 8 rounds in the 90s. That's not quick. That does take a bit of time, so I don't blame you. Sorry, Ben. What you said just struck a chord a bit. I guess it's just one of those days. Yeah, it was one of those days for me at work, hon, so you're not alone on that front. I just overreacted a little. I can't say I totally understand where she's coming from, but from the tired expression on her face, it seems pretty clear that she's got a lot on her mind. No worries, Monika. We all have our moments. This is true. Ooh. Besides, it's understandable, what with the festival and all. Too soon, man? Too soon? I'd understand if you're a little on edge. Yeah, that's certainly part of it. She trails off. There's an uncomfortable silence until... Yeah, you wonder why I've started trying to live stream all of those long games, man. You gotta curb that monotony. Because trust me, I know that feeling of fatigue when it comes to high rounds. I'm very well accustomed to it. Alright. I haven't eaten lunch yet. Hopefully Monika didn't hear that. To my dismay, however, my hopes are proven fruitless as I see a smirk on Monika's face. Hungry, huh? I like all these little music choices. I feel my face growing warmer. Hush, you! Yeah? I didn't exactly have a huge breakfast, and well, Sayori has my lunch. I knew relying on... excuse me. I knew relying on Sayori for lunch would come back to bite me eventually. While embarrassing, I thank my stomach for lightening the mood. Thank you. Seeing Monika smile just makes me feel nice. Wouldn't be the first person to say that. Can't exactly put my finger on why, but regardless, he'll figure it out. Well, if that's the case... Sitting her bag next to me, Monika unzips it and pulls out what looks like an extra-large bento box. I just so happened to pack an extra-large lunch today. It looks like we still have a bit of time before the bell. And, since my vice president has very clearly left you lunchless, why don't we share?
Did I hear that right? She wants to share her lunch with me?
Monika smiles as she awaits a response. Don't leave her hanging, man. Are you sure, Monika? Of course, silly. You can't go the rest of the school day without eating after all. Says who? She really does care for people. Huh. Oh, don't I know it. I mean, guess I have no reason to refuse. Okay, I guess you have a point. Thanks, Monika. Don't mention it, it's nothing. Here. Monika moves her bag and has a seat next to me on the bench. As she gets settled, she hands me a fork. Sayori's gonna walk in 3, 2, 1. You'll probably need this. She hands me a somewhat heavy-duty plastic fork. Considering she has one of her own, it's becoming clear that she came prepared. But if it was anyone else, I might find it a bit weird. But I'm hardly surprised Monika is over-prepared for something. Yep. You know what they say about Boy Scouts. Be prepared! Certainly can't complain, as it is currently working to my benefit. Yes, I would have to agree with you. Oh, thanks. I accept her gracious utensil offering as I see her open the aforementioned bento box. As she removes the lid, I see a decent assortment of what looks like freshly prepared food. Pretty much. That may be true, Imprudent. That may be true. But there's a reason this one has remained my favorite for I shouldn't say my favorite, one of my favorites for as long as it has. The way it's so neatly arranged, she must have bought it somewhere. Yeah, it looks fresh enough that it must have been purchased just this morning. Well, shall we? Monika smiles as she motions towards the box with her fork, prompting me to have the first bite. I hesitantly take a small vegetable roll onto my own fork and place it in my mouth. I'm surprised just how good it is. For store-bought, it's amazing. Wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna have to work on that, boy. God damn. So what's new with you, Imprudent? How are you doing? Apparently, amazing enough that I forgot how to swallow before speaking. Come again? I feel the blush filling my face as Monika laughs at my unintelligible question. Sorry. What I meant to say was, this is pretty good. Where'd you get it? If you must know, I got it from my house. He's floored. He's like, no way. Come on. I mean, yeah. I figured that. Yeah, I'm prudent. It may just be one of these, but this one I would have to say it's pretty solid so far. The reason I like the demo so much is that it was just really well put together, really well written, just solid all around. Nothing I really had to put against it. Let's go, round 40! Kinda meant, where did you buy it from? Ever had a store-bought veggie roll that tastes nearly as good as that one? She swallows her own bite of food before responding. That's because it's not store-bought. I made it myself, silly. He's doing a spit take. What? You seriously made this? Mm-hmm. Natsuki's not the only one that knows how to cook, you know. I thought Natsuki knew how to bake. Plus, when you live alone, you should know how to cook for yourself. Yes, something I still need to learn. Considering Monika knows I live alone, and judging by the smug look on her face, that was very clearly a dig at me. Hey, don't rub it in. I'm gonna choose to ignore that slight on my cooking skills, but only because you're sharing your lunch with me. Is that so, huh? And if I wasn't? Well, I'd think of something. Weak. She's like, She wants somebody to bite back, man. She wants somebody to clap back. That's what he's thinking in that moment, isn't he? She laughs and takes another bite. We continue to take turns taking bites until the box is almost empty. Not realizing that only one piece remains, I stab my fork into the last veggie roll. Oh, here we go, the classic. Clearly, Monika had the same idea, as I feel her fork meet the side of my hand on the way down. Ah! She jumps slightly as she pulls her hand away from the box. Sorry, Ben. A blush of embarrassment creeps across her face. Feeling a tinge of embarrassment myself, I respond. It's my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I shake the roll off my fork and it lands back in the box. Plus, you should have the last bite. You made it after all. Scratching the back of my head, I nudge the box towards Monika. Why don't we just split it? There. Perfect. Find my eyes widen at her proposal. Well, why not? That way everyone's even, right? Split it? Like Lady and the Tramp style? How else do you split something? If you say so. She smiles as I watch her guide her fork toward the veggie roll. This isn't actually happening, right? My face is growing increasingly warmer as I see her fork get ever closer to the roll. As I watch her next action, I realize I'm a moron. Monika, using the side of her fork, splits the roll in half. Yeah, what did you think she was gonna do? Right, you can cut things in half.
Bruh.
What the hell was I thinking? There we go. Yeah, you're getting a little ahead of yourself there, buddy. Just slow your roll, okay? Problem solved. She laughs as she tosses her half of the roll in her mouth. I proceed to do the same after I unconsciously shake my head at my complete idiocy. Oh, there's the bell. Well, looks like we better head to class. Yeah, I guess so. Thanks again for lunch. It was certainly better than what I would have had otherwise. Shudder at the thought of the last time Sayori made lunch. It's really no problem, Ben. Always happy to help a friend. She flashes me a sweet smile. Though a tinge of sadness washes over me upon hearing her words. Unable to mentally explain to myself why, I brush it off and flash Monika a smile of my own. It's probably best not to think about it for now, man. She just likes to be helpful. Can't fault her for that. That's how I am. We both collect our things as we bid each other farewell. I mean, shit, that gift-giving video that I made that got over 50,000 views? I just made that because somebody's like, hey, do you know how to gift things? And I'm like, yeah, here, let me show you. So I made a little, 9-minute impromptu video, and it just blew up out of nowhere. See you at the club, Ben. See ya, Prez. Thanks again. She gives me a wave as she takes her leave from the roof. Well, I sure didn't think that was how I'd spend my lunch break. Call it a pleasant surprise, man. Mind you, I'm not complaining. Between the good food and good company, I had a nice time. I'm sure Sarah will find some way to tease me about spending time alone with Monika, though. Oh, please, anybody would. Speaking of, whatever happened to Sayori? Oh, nope, I don't want snipping tool. We can close that now. No, they're all intact, so it's not that. She did get stuck in the... if she did get stuck in the vending machine again, hopefully someone got her out. I'll have to bug her later about it. I make my way to class, leaving in a better mood than I came. Yes. Well, there's another day in the books. History class just keeps getting more and more boring. I might have to disagree with you there on history. I quite liked history. Keeps up like this, it's gonna turn into my designated afternoon nap time. As if it hasn't been in the past. Ooh. After saying it's stretchy, I make my way towards the club room. While en route to the club room, I see a coral-haired girl in the distance. Looks like it's time for some good old-fashioned payback. The English class was yours? Fair enough. Sneaking up beside her, I quickly grab her shoulders. Hey, Sayori! Ah! Never change, Sayori. And that's for this morning.
Bad! That's so mean!
I love that. I love that so much. After calming down, she makes a pouty face.
You shouldn't be mean to girls, you know.
Sayori, you literally just did the same thing to me this morning.
That's different.
No, it isn't. How, Sayori?
'Cause you're a big meanie.
I shake my head at the pouty girl in front of me. Hey, Sayori, if you're done pouting, feel like telling me where you were at lunch? Did you get stuck in the vending machine again?
Huh? No, I didn't.
Okay, that's good.
It was, well, I had to take a walk. I had to have a talk with my math teacher.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
She was extremely disappointed with how I did on my math test.
Wait, but you just took it today, didn't you?
How did she already know how you did? Apparently, she didn't have to mark it to know it was bad.
Yeah, you don't say. Well, I like math. Math has zero bullshit tolerance. Although, that being said, when you get to stuff like geometry and trigonometry and calculus, stuff I'm never going to use in my life, it's like, why? Why do I need to know this? But the more practical stuff, it's like, yeah, I like that.
She took one look at the first page and knew she needed to see me after.
Not a good sign, Sayori. Not a good sign. Sayori... I consider scolding her a bit about her bad performance, but I stopped myself. Not really the time for that. How about you do that after school? Well, after club. You know what I mean. Ugh, excuse me. I blamed the lasagna I had before stream. Normally I would, like I always have since we were kids. However, since she told me about her depression, I realized that likely does a lot more harm than good. While she's started seeing a therapist since telling me, I can't help but feel I should try a little harder to watch what I say to her in times like this. Yeah, I'm no expert to know how good or bad of advice that is. And I'm guessing it's more of a case-by-case basis. I really wouldn't know, because that's outside my periphery.
She told me I could retry it at lunch tomorrow, though. I'm gonna actually study this time.
You better. She looks proud of herself. Why exactly? I'm not sure. Yep. Hey, my line. Remember what I said about supervising? She spouts her signature pouty face at my response.
Sorry I didn't let you know, though. You're probably starving, huh?
Yeah, I'm alright. I actually bumped into Monika on the roof. Seeing as I had no food, she took pity on me and offered to share her lunch with me. I add some dramatic emphasis to my words, teasing Sayori.
Ooh.
Which is completely lost on Sayori at the mention of Monika and I existing in the same space alone. Of course.
You and Monika?
Uh-oh. Oh no, what have you done? No, don't you dare, Sayori.
Tell me!
Settle down, Sayori. Stop, please. She bounces around at the mention of me and Monika. She's been on board that ship since my second week in the club. Apparently somebody else is, too. All because I zoned out in her general direction for a split second too long. So God damn it, Sayori. I guess that's all it takes, huh? Okay, slow your roll. We just shared lunch and chatted. That's it. Sure it was. She laughs as she makes a mock kissy face. Stop it, you. Stop. Stop. I roll my eyes at her ridiculous display. Let's go. She giggles as she throws open the club room door. I shake my head as I enter behind her. Oh god. Yes, she is a weird one. But that's why we love her. That's why she gets all the head pats. But Sayori, so help me God if you announce it to the room. Sayori greets the club as she enters.
Hey everyone!
She loudly announces her presence as usual. Hey, Omega! How are you doing? I would not want to escape you. I love having you here. So how are you? I follow with a simple wave to the usual scene.
Hey Sayori. Hey Ben. Greetings to you both. Hello you two. I'm glad you decided to show up after all.
She giggles as she motions to the clock on the wall. How long were we in the hallway? Shit, looks like we're a couple minutes late. It'll be fine. Sorry, Monika. Got a bit tied up with your vice president here. Might want to rein her in. I give her a nudge.
What? Don't laugh at me!
Looks like the mood of the group is pretty good today. Excellent. Even Yuri's having a laugh. After the laughter subsides, Monika addresses the club.
Okay, everyone. Now that we're all here, I believe that Natsuki has something to share. This must be that surprise you had in your locker earlier, no?
Omega, Sayori is seeing a therapist in this month. It's too far back in the history, but just gonna have to take my word for it. And if you can't take my word for it, if Cryo is still here, you can take their word for it.
Huh? Oh, right. Well, Ben's been a member for a month now, yeah?
She exists.
So to celebrate, I made cupcakes.
I'm reminded of the container Natsuki was fumbling with this morning. So that must have been why she was so antsy earlier.
What? Really? Natsuki, that's so nice!
Jumping up and down, Sayori bear hugs Natsuki. Sayori, please stop. Monika, rein in your your vice president.
Ah, Sayori! What the heck?
The three of us watch in amusement as we witness Natsuki being completely trapped by the curl-haired cupcake monster.
Hey, Ben, don't you have this thing trained? Can't you get her off of me?
Sorry, Natsuki. She only responds to treats. Down, girl. She ignores me as she continues to hug Natsuki. See? Told you. I know I've said this a few times now, Cerberus, about us getting to get into a match together. But I've got Saturday and Sunday off this weekend, which is, you know, the weekend. But I forget if you're on PlayStation or not. Because while I do have BO3 on PC, I don't have it installed, nor do I have the space to even install it. Right, you're on Steam. Yeah. I don't have the space required to install it on my rig right now. I need to get an expansion to my storage. Oh, trust me, it's not just for BO3. I've got several other games I want to install. Killing Floor 2, Payday 2 for a couple of examples, PlanetSide 2. There's several games, several large games that I want to install that I just don't have the space for right now. Bear puns, let's go. So yeah, trust me. I will say, if you've got any of the older Black Ops installments or World at War, I could party up on those potentially. Especially if you've got plutonium, because I've got plutonium for BO2. Had to uninstall Genshin for the space needed. I'm just really not a fan of doing that if I can avoid it. I like to have options, you know? Which someday I fear is going to become a problem with my PS5. Finally, though, Monika steps in. But yeah, bro, let me know if you have either of the other two Black Ops games on Steam, because I wouldn't mind partying up with you on like BO1 or BO2. Although I should say I don't have all the maps for BO1. Not on PC, at least. Ugh. Either that, or we could try partying up on World at War. I don't know.
Okay, Sayori, that's enough. Why don't you let Natsuki breathe for a second?
Okay. Yeah, we don't need Natsuki getting asphyxiated here. That would not be good. Sayori finally lets go of Natsuki.
Jeez, Sayori, you're such a little kid sometimes. It's just cupcakes.
They are not just cupcakes, Natsuki. Oh, yes. Cerberus, trust me, any map that has them, it is very much appreciated. Because it cuts the amount of zombies down in higher rounds by literal thousands. Like, literally. Once you get to the higher rounds, you are cutting out thousands of zombies from the rounds by having a dog round. Or some equivalent. It is basically a free round. They are so nice.
But they're your cupcakes. And those are the best kind. Anyway, I need to go get them from my locker downstairs. I'll be back in a sec.
Natsuki shuffles out of the club room.
Shall I prepare some tea? Sure, Yuri. That's
let me try that again. Sorry, I butchered that.
Sure, Yuri. Tea sounds wonderful.
Yuri nods to herself as she makes her way towards the closet.
Ooh, I'll move the desks.
I watch as Yuri begins rushing around the room, shoving desks around to form a little table. Seeing the scene form around me, I'm reminded of my first day in the club. It's like deja vu.
Remind you of something?
Seems as if Monika can read minds. Don't tempt her. Something like that. Honestly, Monika, a bit surprised you've put up with me for a whole month. You deserve some kind of medal.
Well, I can't exactly kick out my vice president's best friend, can I?
You say that like you've been thinking about kicking me out. Have I really been that bad?
Well...
Wow, okay, I see how it is. I guess nepotism really does have its perks then, huh? No apostrophe needed there.
You're such a dork, Ben. She rolls her eyes as she makes her way over to Sayori.
Happy to be here. I'll be here all week. Something like that. Really do mean that, because... with everything going on, it feels like one of my most complete weeks for streaming in a while. You know, I've got stuff I want to do on the weekend. My series for Wednesday and Thursday are pretty set in stone at this point, although you do still have time to vote if you want to. I'm going to be looking at the World of Dreams Act 2 demo on Friday, and then if I decide to go through with it, I've got something lined up for the weekend in a Killing Floor 2 high round attempt. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun week. After a short while, Natsuki and Yuri return, and we all take our seats around the table.
Natsuki! These are so good!
Surprising absolutely nobody. Suri began stuffing her face the moment the lid was removed from the cupcake container. Is there a DDLC mod that is based on Pokemon or Digimon? You know, it's funny you should ask that. Here, I'm gonna switch to desktop view for a moment. It's funny you should ask that, because I do happen to have something here called Doki Doki Pokemon Trainer. This is something I played a few years back. I did this as a one-off, and there's apparently an updated version of this that expands it a lot and adds a lot more content. So, if that's something you want to see me play, then let me know, and I will put it on the request list. The ever-growing request list. So, to answer your question, yes, it very much is a thing. It very much is a thing that somebody made. And it's in the style of Gen 3. It's actually really cool. If you haven't watched the video, I highly recommend checking it out. Like, literally, just look up DDLC, but with Pokemon, and you'll probably find the video that I made on it. It was back before I was streaming my playthroughs, so it's on the old side. But I had fun with it. It was a fun little game.
Sayori. Leave some for the rest of us, would ya?
Sorry.
Suri speaks as her mouth is completely full of cupcake. Ugh, Sayori. Didn't your parents ever tell you to not speak with your mouth full?
Yeah?
I give Suri a little pat on the head. Good for you.
Why are you petting me? I'm not a dog.
That a fact? You sure? Because you sure eat like one. Oh my god. She is. Something else you might find interesting is that people have remixed the theme of DDLC in the sound font of different generations of Pokemon and have made like their own battle themes for the Dokis as trainers. Something you might want to look up. Might be fun to give a listen.
Meanies! Especially you, Ben.
Guilty as charged. The laughing fits are just you cracking yourself up by the way you read each line. Well, I'm being genuine here. That's why I do these lives, so you can see my literal reactions to reading this for the first time. It's kind of the whole point. That's why this is so fun for me. The laughter eventually dies down and the girls begin to talk amongst themselves. Seeing everyone in a good mood sort of puts me at ease. Things haven't been nearly this upbeat since the festival. Only have Nintendo Switch? Yeah, I'm not sure how much modding has taken off for DDLC Plus, so that's kind of a shame. I've also got DDLC Plus for Nintendo Switch, but I've literally never even popped in the cartridge. I literally only bought the physical edition for the goodies that came with it. And you can see my unboxing video for that. That was a fun little thing that I made. I meant to do one for the Monika Nendoroid that I got as well, but I still have the footage, I just haven't put it together in a video yet. And honestly, it'd be kind of irrelevant to do it now. It's one of those things that just kind of got away from me. I don't know if y'all would still want to see it, because, I mean, it's an unboxing video, so I'll let you guys decide. I might just wait until I get the other ones. I forget, I'm pretty sure they announced some other ones, didn't they? I dare you to play FNAF. I'll be real with you, I never have played any of the Five Nights at Freddy's games. They were never really my kind of game. That was just not my thing. But, if enough of you guys want it, let me know. Honestly, I was pretty worried about what the future of the club would look like afterwards. With the club's best chance to bring in new members completely tanking, no new blood would be coming in at all. Which wouldn't be so bad all on its own. Honestly, I'm more than happy with the size it is now. However, the five of us graduate in just a matter of months. Meaning that come April, the literature club will essentially be all but a memory at this school. I remember Monika mentioned something on my first day about really growing the club before we graduate. Normally something like this wouldn't really bother me at all, but something about those words have really started resonating with me. I really would hate to see all the effort these girls have put in just go by the wayside. Specifically, I'd hate to see all of Monika's efforts go to waste. She really is determined to make the club into something great. Yeah, if you can find an unopened one that has the goodies that came with it, I highly recommend it. It's the reason I'm glad I picked up a physical copy of Stray, because there's some extra goodies that came with it. And that is why you go physical, ladies and gentlemen. That is why you go physical. Because you only get those goodies when you go physical. Honestly, so am I. I guess this place really has grown on me. My train of thought is interrupted by a worried Sayori coming into my peripheral. Hello? Earth to Ben? Sorry, Sayori, I got distracted. I blame chat. You in there? Oh, I was just living in my own head for a minute there. What does? Come on. Nothing to worry about. Okay, but you really gotta work on that, Ben. Hey, it's my stream. I'll do what I want, Sayori. Don't tell me what to do. You space out more than I do. I'm sorry, I missed the part where that's my problem. I laugh at the incredibly false statement that just came out of her mouth. Hey, don't take that out of context, Cerberus. God damn it. You know what I meant. Why are you looking at me like that? You. No. Don't you get in on this too. Don't you dare. Oh no. I'm moving my mouse cursor away, but she's not following. God damn it, God damn it, don't encourage them. I just can't win tonight. There's 2 mods I will suggest. Take 2 and Storm. I've heard of both of those at some point. I think I might have played Storm at some point. Let me check. Like, Storm sounds familiar. Yep, I have a save data for DDLC Storm. Take 2? Yeah, I have not played Take 2. I don't remember when I played Storm. I have Storm version 1.3. I don't know if that's the most recent version. But let me add Take 2 to the list of requests. And believe me when I say there are a lot of them. But every time I go to GameStop, they don't have the game. Oof. Yeah, I felt that. Funnily enough, the place that I've seen a copy of DDLC Plus at most recently is at Best Buy. Nope. I've just been clarifying some things. Pot. Meat kettle. Before Sarah can respond, Monika stands up and addresses the club. Okay, everyone. Before we wrap things up today, I have one more thing I would like to discuss with you all. Ooh, does it have to do with poems? That's right. This one's kind of loud compared to some of the other ones. That's right. I think we should get back to doing club activities again. I figured, since we're all familiar with poem writing, that it'd be a good way to start getting back into the swing of things. Not a bad idea, girl. I know that the festival was disheartening to us all, but I think it's important that we don't let it affect us as much as it has. What do you all think? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't think you're gonna find any horror ninjas here. I think it's a great idea. I want to read everyone's poems again. I agree. Allowing such childish actions to affect us as writers would just be unbefitting of a literature club. Yes, you should not let such things deter you. I agree with you, Yuri. I think we should resume the poem activity. Yeah, I'm with Yuri. Screw those guys. Sick of feeling like crap because a bunch of people suck. Thank you, Natsuki. The girl's eyes turn towards me, clearly waiting for me to say on the matter. Waiting for my say. Sorry, I read that wrong. I'm all for it. Shouldn't let what happened weigh on us any longer. She smiles and nods at my response. Ben is right. Sounds like we're all in agreement then? Everyone nods in response. Good. Then it's decided. Starting tomorrow, we'll resume writing poems. She smiles. Excellent. It looks as if a sense of relief has washed over her. Could that be what was bothering her earlier? No. Okay, everyone. On that note, let's wrap things up for today. I look forward to seeing your poems. Good luck, everyone. Okay. With that, club meeting is adjourned. Sarah and Yuri begin cleaning up the room as Monika walks over to the front desk, presumably to collect her things. I notice Natsuki packing up her own things over by the closet. Realizing I hadn't properly thanked her for earlier, I make my way towards her. You'll have to let me know when you get your hands on it. Because I am curious what you will think of it. Hey, Natsuki?
Huh? What's up?
I just wanted to thank you for those cupcakes. You really didn't have to go out of your way to make them for me.
Don't sweat it. It's not a big deal or anything. Just be grateful.
Yes, it is. Don't worry. I am. Though, what made you remember today was my 1 month? Mark it on your calendar or something?
You wish. If you must know, Monika told me about it. Honestly, the cupcakes were her idea in the first place. I was just the hired gun.
Really? Monika asked you to do that.
Did I stutter? Honestly, I swear you're deaf sometimes.
No, I heard you. I was just a bit surprised she asked you to do that for me is all.
What? You think she's got a crush on you or something?
What? No. I'm just surprised she'd ask something like that, that's all.
It's Monika we're talking about here. It's really not that weird. If she started calling you Oni-chan all of a sudden, then maybe you'd be onto something about her undying love for you. But until then, don't flatter yourself. I never even... Yeah, quit kidding yourself. Anyway, I gotta get home. See you tomorrow, lover boy.
I wave as I roll my eyes. Last time I try and thank her for something. After attempting to mentally process the ridiculous conversation that just occurred, I make my way over to Sayori.
Hey Ben, ready to go?
Yep, I'm all set. She beams as she waves goodbye to Monika at the front of the room.
Bye, Monika.
I follow suit with a brief wave of my own.
Bye, you two. See you tomorrow.
Preparing for our routine walk home, we exit the club room. Sarah and I make our walk home somewhat uneventfully. After a short break of silence, I notice a smirk on Sayori's face. Oh no. Oh no. I don't like where this is going. What's up, Sayori?
Nothing.
I stare at her blankly. I've known Sayori long enough to know that nothing does not in fact mean nothing. I feel like in most circumstances when somebody says nothing, it doesn't mean nothing. Come on, Sayori, out with it. She just stares at me and snickers.
So, when's the wedding?
My blank stare returns. Sayori, what on earth are you talking about?
You know, you and what?
I flick Sayori's forehead.
Hey, what was that for?
You were implying something is going on between Monika and I. Again. How many times do I have to tell you? There's nothing like that going on between us. Honestly, Sayori, I don't even know how this started.
What do you mean, how? You say that like that little stunt you pulled at the festival didn't happen.
Oh, that. Fill me in. Immediately, I feel my face increase in temperature. My boy, some context, please. Look, I was just getting Monika out of a jam, that's all.
Sure it was.
Thoughts of that afternoon come flooding towards me. Flashback time. Monika was standing at the front of the class, preparing to present her poem. After Sayori's performance was met with mixed reaction, mainly due to the constant interruptions, Monika decided she would be the next to perform. While the turnout had been quite impressive, she was clearly displeased with how the event had transpired so far. However, she began to present like everything was normal. The crowd was surprisingly well behaved for the first little bit of Monika's performance. It almost looked as if Monika was turning this event around. It was, of course, so a couple of clowns decided they wanted things to go a little differently. Hey, Monika, how about you quit writing and go back to sucking up to the teachers? Assuming you're not too busy sucking something else. Go away. Monika immediately froze. Yeah, we don't need stuff like that in here. Out. Huh? Honestly, Monika, you quit debate club to start this? That's pathetic. Even the school newspaper reporter took the opportunity to join in on the interruptions. Monika, can you address why you chose to resign as a debate club leader? Was there an internal scandal, perhaps? Or maybe a one-night stand gone wrong with a fellow member? What are you... I couldn't believe what was unfolding in the club room. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's a new one. You know, I have to say, this is the first time I have seen... a school paper news reporter in one of these. I'm surprised at how many mods I've played. There has never been, one that features a school paper up until now. It's kind of surprising. I had so much fun making fun of the school paper when I was in middle school. Those were good times. I glanced over at Sayori, who was wearing a wide-eyed expression. It seemed as if the entire room was staring through Monika. Honestly, the people writing this newspaper are no better than the current hacks in today's journalism. Sickening. For the first time, I saw what looked like a look of helplessness on Monika's face. I had to do something, anything, to take the attention away. So, in order to direct some eyes off of her, I took it upon myself to shout the first thing that came to mind that would turn some heads. I've always loved you, Monika! Uh-oh. That came out of nowhere. I'm not sure how much that helped in hindsight, but it'll sure get people to shut up, I guess. Either that or start some new rumors. What? Monika's eyes darted towards me, along with what felt like the rest of the classroom. I made eye contact with Monika, flashing her a concerned look. After giving her a slight nod towards the crowd, it seemed Monika understood what I was trying to do. Using the brief moment my outburst allowed, Monika composed herself and put her foot down. Okay, enough! Everybody out. Now! One by one, the students eventually got out of their seats and exited the room. The room fell silent and the event was over. Honestly, I'm surprised the reporter didn't try to be pushy and try to press for an answer. That's kind of surprising to me. Because it seems like he would be the kind of person you would have to literally force out of the door. You'd have to literally shove them out by force.
You really think I believe that's all that was?
Oh, hush, you.
You keep saying that, but nobody just belts out a love confession in the middle of a crowded room.
Like I said, not a love confession. It was a distraction, that's all. I even told Monika afterwards that's all it was. So, that's all it was.
Whatever you say, Ben. A best friend's instinct is never wrong. Even if you think that's all it was, You must have thought it at some point.
Jeez. Did you and Natsuki team up to become the tag team teasing champions of the world or something? Feels like I'm getting it from the both of you today. Luckily, Sarah's house is quickly approaching, needing freedom from this particular conversation. Hey, don't you have studying to do? I motion towards Sayori's house.
Huh? Oh, we're home already?
Looks like it. Better get to cramming then.
Snack first, then I'll study.
Of course. Oh, don't forget a poem either.
Don't worry, I won't. See you tomorrow, Ben.
Bye, Sayori. Ugh, excuse me. I blame the lasagna. She waves goodbye as she skips towards her front door. Although she just got finished pestering me, I'll admit that it feels nice seeing her happy like this. Something about it feels more genuine than before. Well, that's good. I'm sure it won't be smooth sailing for her or anything, but it's an improvement. And we like improvements around here. I smile as I make the brief journey to my own front door. Arriving at my door, I fumble around in my bag looking for my keys. Ah, here they are. Turning the key in the lock, I open the door and enter my house. Upon entering my living room, I drop my bag on the floor and plunk myself on the couch. Oh, nice. Very nice. I respect that. Thinking ahead, I realize I don't have any homework that needs catching up on. For once. Looks like all I have to do is write a poem. It's been a little while. Wonder how rusty I'll be. Not like my old stuff is all that great anyway. Think about that later. For now, it's anime time. Open up my streaming app to fire up the most recent episode. Probably gonna go to 50. Yeah, sounds good, man. You'd probably... Oh yeah, mate. Unless you're doing a really fast-paced map, you're gonna want to leave yourself a lot of time to do around 100. Looks like I can get an episode or two in before I gotta start on the poem. I lean into the couch as the intro begins to play. Very nice. Very nice. Ooh. Yeah, what else were you expecting, Omega? Very nice music choices. Sitting at my desk, I find myself sitting down at a blank piece of paper. Staring down, rather. Sorry. Man, I really am rusty. It's been about 15 minutes since I first sat down. I still haven't had anything come to mind. Gotta be something to write about. Search my consciousness for anything I can put on paper. Come on, brain. Gotta be something in there. I'm just imagining Patrick poking his head with his pencil. Work, you stupid brain! Work! Anybody else getting that vibe right now? Because that's the vibe I'm getting right now. After a moment, I start to remember my exchange with Monika this afternoon. Regardless of what Sarah and the little pink gremlins say about my supposed love for her, I did enjoy my time with her today. She really is something. Can say that again.
Well, I've known her for a while. I've never really had the chance to get to know her until I joined the club. Initially, I just thought she was some preppy popular girl that aced her classes and had jocks drooling over her. And while those things are technically true, she doesn't really act like that's the case. In my time of really knowing her, she's proven to be a pretty down-to-earth, caring person. Yeah, of course she is. Honestly, I'm a little surprised such a thing hasn't been done yet. Think back on the comments those students made that day during her performance. Honestly, they seem like they couldn't be further off base from how Monika really is as a person. Well, yeah, because they don't think anything beyond surface level. Because they don't actually sit down and spend time with her. They don't actually care. I think that's the short and the long of it. Although sometimes I feel like there's a bit more to her than she lets on. For good reason. I tend to get the feeling that the perfectionist honor student personality of hers is simply a facade. She really did seem down when I first spotted her on the roof. The way she reacted to my comment wasn't something I'd expect from someone who's got it all figured out. I guess nobody really does, though, so that's not a surprise in and of itself. My time with the club, I've come to learn a little about each of the girls. Yuri's mentioned her tendency to feel overwhelmed, and Natsuki's alluded to things not being perfect at home. And of course, Yuri in her condition. Although, I really haven't learned a whole lot about Monika, aside from general surface level stuff. I wonder, could she too have some demons of her own? Hey man, everybody does. It's just a matter of getting comfortable to share that. And Monika's the kind of person that would really rather keep that stuff to herself. She doesn't want to bother other people by what she's dealing with. And I respect that. Because I'm the same way. One of the very many reasons why you are my one and only love. One demon called fourth wall awareness. Yeah, maybe maybe in actuality, but I don't think that's the case in this story. Shake my head. What am I saying? That's none of my business whether she does or not. Just feel this impulse. Feeling of wanting to make sure she's okay. I must be going crazy or something. No, I just think this is what we call a crush. Getting out of my desk chair, I stand up and stretch. Glancing at the time, I notice that it's getting late. You know what? I'm gonna do the same. Yeah, if you guys want to speculate in the comments, feel free to let me know what you all think. If you're here right now, let me know what you guys think. Because obviously, our boy dropped that hint about her whole
personality at school just being a front, basically. And for just Monika's character in a general sense, that is a belief that I do hold. So we shall see. Crap, I gotta get something down. I crack my knuckles as I sit back down. It's time with a bit of extra focus. My fingers aren't really stiff enough to need cracking. Can't really do it readily. And done. I don't know how well y'all can hear this, but there is a ticking clock. Turn the sound up so y'all can hear it. My pen falls onto the desk with a small thud. At least I managed to get something done for tomorrow. It's definitely not my best work, but expectations for my writing were already pretty low anyway. I tuck the ink-covered paper into my bag and get ready for bed. Wonder what Monika will think of this one. I shake my head at the thought. Gotta get her off the brain. Likely a good night's sleep will help. I don't know whatever could have gave you that idea, Omega. Do tell, where did you get that idea from? Change into my sleepwear as I noticed the lack of a clean uniform again for tomorrow. God damn it, boy. Told you to do some laundry. Guess I'm going another day with a dirty uniform. I see you with the starry eyes over there, and I can only assume you're excited to make fun of him about it again tomorrow. Seriously though, boy, gotta do something about that. Accepting my lack of cleanliness, I crawl into bed. I shut my light off, allow nothing but moonlight as a light source for my room. Nah, man, I have this thing called shades. I don't want that shit. I feel the day's exhaustion start to set in as my head hits the pillow. Feeling my eyes get heavy, I drift off to sleep. Morning already. Kill for another 10 minutes. That's why you set the alarm early. That way you can hit the snooze button. Alas, 7:35 has come once again. I'm really liking the pace of this mod. It really just takes its time, and I appreciate that. Roll myself out of bed and begin my morning routine. After showering and changing into my uniform, I enter the kitchen. I realize I have a bit of time before I have to leave for school. Looks like I can actually make some breakfast for once. Rummaging through my fridge, I find a few eggs still left in the carton, and not much else. Yeah, I was about to say, what did we realize about our fridge yesterday? Man, I really gotta go shopping. Yes, thanks for the reminder. Also, have a good night, Omega. Thanks for hanging out tonight. You have a good one. Guess this'll have to do. After a short while, I managed to whip up a small breakfast. Just some simple eggs and toast. Hey, Sayori's favorite. I scarf it down and begin to quickly clean up. I remember to grab my lunch before heading out. Not going lunchless today.
Hey, Ben.
Good morning, Sayori. Wait, was the reason the music sounded quiet because I just had my volume on my headset down? I'm just now realizing this. 2 hours into the stream. God damn it, if that's really the reason, I feel dumb. Ready to go?
Yep.
The two of us make our make-out way towards the school grounds, making some idle chit-chat on the way there. 2 hours to find one misspelling or just out-of-place word? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All I've really seen up to this point is just some places where you could use a comma, but yeah. That does not make sense. After our routine walk, Sarah and I find ourselves at the school gate as usual.
We better get to class. I'll see you at lunch.
Hold on, don't you have your test at lunch?
Oh, yeah.
Did you seriously forget already? Please tell me you studies. Sometimes you just need another set of eyes. Spell check can't fix everything.
I did! I'm gonna do great this time.
You better. I sure hope so. Hey man, let her be optimistic. Let her have hope. See you at the meeting, Sayori. Good luck.
Thanks, Ben. See you later.
She waves as we make our way to our respective classrooms. God help her if she doesn't pass this time. I will be waiting with bated breath. As I step into class, I see Mr. Katsumi, seemingly in a better mood than yesterday. Good. Another place I feel like maybe a comma is worthy of mention. Sounds good, Cerberus. Did you end up getting to round 50? Good morning, Ben. Morning, sir. How are you this morning? I'm fine. Now please take your seat. That was a much better interaction than yesterday, at least. Excellent. Happy for you. It's always nice to achieve your goals. Especially for something long like that. Practically rushed it with the Thunder Gun because of how mind-numbing it was. Oh, trust me, I know how that is. If I were trying to be in a hurry like that, the combo I'd go with is Wonder Weapon plus Alchemical Antithesis. Just a dominant combo. If you want to feel like an alpha male in BO3, you need to do that. I plunk myself down at my desk to prepare for the likely excruciatingly boring day ahead. Ugh, excuse me. I apologize that that keeps happening. Let's get this over with. Here we go. Wow, I should be a fortune teller. Just as I figured. That was incredibly boring. One of these days, I'd love to have a legitimately interesting lecture as opposed to having Katsumi drone on for what feels like millennia. As the class clears out, I find myself at a loss for what to do. Sarah's a no-go for lunch. Guess I'll head up to the roof and eat alone today. Maybe I can catch up on that book you already gave me while I'm at it. Hey, there you go. Although I have a strange feeling you're not going to be as alone as you think you're going to be. I opened the door to the rooftop, seeing the usual empty sight before me. Man, why doesn't anyone come up here? I locate a bench that looks suitable for eating, and reading and plunk my stuff down. The slight breeze is pretty relaxing, honestly. That's something I'm gonna miss as the days get hotter, as we go into spring and then summer. Oh, I'm not ready for it. I stretch my arms and grab my lunch out of my bag. Certainly won't be as good as yesterday's, but food is food. That's pretty much my attitude towards food. I'm not exactly looking for it to be the most amazing thing I've ever had. Like, as long as it's, decent, I don't care. Just gimme. Like, I eat food to survive, not because it tastes good. If you know what I mean. That being said, the usual stuff that I pack for my lunch at work does leave something to be desired most of the time. And I see you over there. I know what you would do about that, but you're not exactly here right now, are you? And yes, I am sorry. 'Cause I know how much you'd want to be. As I'm about to dig in, I hear a creak come from the roof's metal door. I knew it. I am especially surprised to see Monika was the one who opened it. She quickly looks around before spotting me and waving.
I figured I'd find you up here.
Hey, Monika. What brings you up here again today?
Well, I just told you. I came looking for you.
My face flushes a bit. For me? Why's that?
Because I had a nice time with you yesterday. Well, that and I finally have a new free lunch period. I finally have a few free lunch periods in a row. Contrary to what you might think, being the class star isn't all it's cracked up to be.
No kidding. Can't be all bad, though, can it? Could be worse. Could be the forgettable weird kid who sits in the back of the class, like me.
Don't sell yourself so short, Ben. I, for one, don't think you're forgettable.
She gives me a sincere smile. That feeling from yesterday is back again. Are you being genuine? What is this? I scratch the back of my neck. Anyway, feel like taking a load off? I motion to the empty seat beside me.
Sure.
Monika carefully takes a seat next to me. She then motions to the bagged lunch in front of me.
You're making Monika roll her eyes, Cerberus. Like, yes, of course I am. Tell me something new. So, Chef Sayori is fired?
Yep. After she forced me to mooch off the beloved club president, decided I need someone else for the role. Not even trying to be funny, I'm being serious. Oh, I know. She's got a lot going for her. And that's all stuff I appreciate about her. Seriously believe Monika should have gotten more? It would seem Monika agrees with you. Honestly, the way they designed Monika's character in DDLC, in base DDLC, to feel, just ever so slightly off, like there's something, different about her, something that doesn't quite match up with the other three. She was made to equally stand out, and be kind of a background character. Are you at the affection log level to where she reacts to things that we say? instead of asking, how about I just show you where mine's at? I don't know if I need something additional to get more window reacts. But I get them for like certain sites and stuff. Like when I pull up OBS for the first time, she'll be like, hello everyone, or hey, you know what I said about recording me. Alright, well. Haha. Well, this happened. It's been a little bit since I've checked it. But mark it on the calendars. Mark it on the calendars, boys. March 27th, 2023. Yep, I see you squinting. You know what that is. So I don't feel like I need to say much more than that. I feel like the number speaks for itself. And if you're wondering, as of the time of recording, the current number is 10,035. Whenever you read off the lines where Sayori acts like a kid, I get Temmie from Undertale vibes. The little cat thing that broke out in Hoives. Hoives. But yeah. That is a score that has been built up since March 11th, 2020, so a little over 3 years. Yep, let's get back to the game now. I am too.
Alright, I's back from college.
However, I don't exactly have a lineup of job applications to cook for me. So instead, leftovers.
Maybe you should consider giving her job back then.
If she doesn't figure out her math class soon, it might be the only job she'll be able to get. Ooh.
Math class? What do you mean?
Oh, she hasn't told you? No, that's why she wasn't around yesterday. I guess she didn't do so hot on her test, so she was given a chance for a retest. Apparently it was so bad that her teacher knew immediately it was needed.
Oh, Sayori. I told her to come to me for help if she was struggling in her classes. I know how things can be for her, so I want to help her.
Wait, you know about Sayori's condition?
Well, yeah. She is my vice president, after all.
Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Monika is a close friend of hers.
She told me a couple of weeks ago. She said you really helped her out.
I don't deserve any credit when it comes to that, honestly. All I did was urge her to speak to someone. That is significant, though. It takes a lot for somebody in that position to willingly seek out help. So that extra push does a lot.
Well, whatever you did, I think it's working. She seems to be in better spirits lately than a month ago, at least.
Yeah.
I'm worried about her grades, though. We're in her last few months of high school, and it seems like she's struggling to keep her head above water. I'd hate to see her condition affect her future. Guess that must seem pretty hypocritical coming from an honor student, huh? No, I see where you're coming from. You don't seem to agree.
That's a lot of cookies, Cerberus. Do I want to know how many mods you've seen this in? Just because you excel in school doesn't mean you can't be worried about your friend's situation. I'm a bit worried as well, to tell you the truth. She always wanted us to go to post-secondary together. That may not happen if she can't get her grades up by the end of the year.
Don't worry, Ben. If she can't manage on her own, I'll do my best to help her.
Monika, are you sure?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, you just have a lot going on.
You've mentioned how you don't have much time for yourself.
She flashes me a concerned look. I just... how do I put this? Why does this keep happening? Because you really want to think about what you're about to say. And I respect that. The look in her eyes causes me to lose my words. I worry about you. That's all.
Huh?
Her expression goes from that of concern to one of shock.
Why is that?
Well, you mentioned how busy you are. The amount you have going on. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, let me try that again. You've mentioned how busy you are. With the amount you have on your plate, it can't be easy to manage all that at once. I just worry that you overwork yourself. Hate to see you burn out at such a crucial time in our lives, you know.
Ben, thank you, but I'm okay. I can handle it.
Whatever you say. Monika seems to doubt her other self. Yeah, it's important to have limits, guys. It's important to not work yourself to death. It's not good for anybody. Her confident demeanor is as strong as ever. Although I can't help but feel it's not telling the whole story.
Anyways, what's important is making sure we're all in good shape come April. That includes you, Ben.
Hey, I'm no honor student, but my grades aren't that bad. I do try a little bit. On track to be around the top 10 in my class, at least.
Well, you better keep up the good pace. If you and Siri fall behind, I'm gonna have my work cut out for me.
Don't worry, I think I've got it under control.
That's good. Speaking of, where do you think you'll be heading after high school anyway?
Well, there's 2 schools I'm looking at as of now. Oh good, he has an answer. Because this was the question I always hated in high school. Because it's like, especially if you're the kind of person like me that really likes to live, you know, kind of in the present, you know, in the moment. The type of person that really doesn't think too far ahead. Just kind of likes to take life one day at a time. It's so irritating when somebody asks you, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Because it's like, you think I plan that far out? You think I know what I'm going to be doing 5 years from now? Because trust me, in 2016, when I graduated high school, if you told me in 2016 that 7 years from now, you know, basically 7 years from now, you're going to be streaming mods for a game called Doki Doki Literature Club regularly, I would look at you like, what the fuck is a DDLC? But here we are. Did I plan for that? No! I happened to stumble upon this woman in the corner because I started to look into the game because I stumbled upon a video about it. And I'm like, holy shit, this is actually really cool. Let me learn more. And I spent like 4 days watching 50 videos of, more about this game and mods centered around this woman in the corner. And I am like, God damn. Poor Monika. Poor Monika. And that's why she is here. On my overlay. Because I am like, if nobody else will be there for you, fuck it. I will. Come here. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna make this right. Hey, you know it's true. And don't you give me that look. Kaya University and Kaneshiro Institute. I hope I'm pronouncing those right. Both for business. I see. So he's gonna be a bona fide businessman. Business, huh? You never struck me as the management type. Yeah, me neither. But I find it interesting, at least. I've been told maybe I should do that if I wanted to get into a management position at the store that I'm working at. But on the other hand, I feel like they're the type of place that value experience, time and they're the type of place that value hard work and experience more than, formal education. But maybe that's just me, because I've received conflicting answers on that front. How about you? Any big graduation plans?
Well, I'm actually planning to travel for school. Specifically, I'll be heading to Harvard in the United States to attend a highly prestigious program in political science.
Really? You're gonna go that route, are you? I'm not sure if I should find that admirable or if I should be afraid. Wow, United States, huh? I feel a pit form in my stomach.
Yeah, I've already received a few offers from universities in Japan as well, but I think I'd like to take the opportunity to travel. Plus, I am a quarter American.
Right, I always forget Monika is part American. Just like I'm part German. Man, the States? That's awesome, Monika.
Oi, I'm Tammy.
We'll all be rooting for you,
Thanks, Ben. But nothing is final yet. It's just my plan as of now. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, plans change. Yeah, we will. Monika and I chat idly for a bit while we both finish our respective lunches. I can't help but feel a bit down for the duration of the lunch period, though. Why am I feeling this way? God, am I losing my mind? Monika and I are friends. Shouldn't I just be happy for her? Dismiss this thought when I hear the warning bell. This looks like we gotta get back to class, huh?
Looks like it.
For acknowledging the warning bell, we both begin packing up our things.
Thanks for talking with me, Ben. I had a nice time chatting with you. I feel like we don't often get the chance to talk like this. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, me too, Monika. She smiles sweetly. If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that line. I swear, if I had a nickel for every time I've heard that line, I'd probably have like $5 in nickels.
I'll see you later.
See you in a bit. With a wave, Monika exits the rooftop. After slinging my bag over my shoulder and waiting a moment, I follow behind her. Seriously though, Monika in politics, especially United States politics, in today's political climate, like, Jesus Christ, I do not want to picture that. Oh god. Another day of class in the books. Seems like they just get longer and longer lately. Although, come exam time, I'll be begging for those boring class days, so I probably shouldn't complain. Yeah, I would have to agree. Nothing worse than that. The usual club scene greets me as I enter the room. I see the usual club room scene before me. Sayori seems to be scribbling something on some paper at a desk near the front of the room. Yuri is off by the window reading her latest novel. Natsuki is rummaging through the closet, likely looking for a specific manga from her collection. And Monika's at the front of the room, working away on her laptop. Hey. She rarely takes a break, huh? I greet the girls with a wave. I get some form of acknowledgement from each, ranging from an indifferent shrug to a kind smile. Oh, trust me, I'm not either. It's the kind of thing I like to think about as little as possible, because more often than not, especially in today's world, in the US at least, it's just depressing. Like, ugh. It just feels like a lot of finger pointing, a lot of one side trying to accuse the other of something, and it's like, is this really what we sent you all to do? Just, I don't like thinking about it. It's like, aren't you guys supposed to, like, work on stuff? Aren't you guys supposed to actually do stuff? That's why I don't talk about it on the show. It's not what you're here for. So I know better than to bring it up. So I'm not gonna from this point on. Unless it becomes relevant to the mod. Looks like it's a business as usual kind of day around here. At least for now. Just wait till we get to the poem sharing. That's what I'm looking forward to. We'll likely share poems a bit later. Excuse me. Oh. God, I need to stop doing that. I set my stuff at my usual desk and plop myself in the accompanying chair. Yeah. Put that head down, boy. Guess I was up a bit too late working on that poem last night. Don't do it. Don't do it. Take a look around the room. Doesn't look like anyone would mind if I laid my head down for a minute. Oh boy. Slump down and lay my head in my arms. Just gotta rest my eyes for a minute. Get in here. I'm pretty sure I remember this scene. This was one of my favorites when I first played the demo. Here we go. Before long, I feel something touching my forehead. Specifically, someone's finger poking me. Monika. Hello. I think this is the scene I'm thinking of. I rub my eyes a bit and see a clearly upset Monika hovering above me. Ah, shit.
Ben, were you napping in the club again?
She looks unimpressed. No, she looks annoyed more than anything. Maybe?
You can't answer maybe to a yes or no question, Ben. Hey, that's my line. Either you were or you weren't. So, care to give me an answer?
Well, she looks pretty unhappy. Sorry, Monika. Just a bit wiped. So I stayed up a bit too late last night.
No, Ben. You know my policy on napping. Absolutely no napping in the literature club whatsoever. But you just couldn't help yourself, could you? Now, you gotta face the consequences.
Pauses for a moment before a smirk creeps across her face.
It just so happens to be a tickle attack.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
Get him, Sayori!
Out of nowhere, I find myself being tickled by a rogue Sayori. Oh no.
Hey! What? Where did you come from? Stop! She'll only stop if you apologize for napping. Those are the rules.
Okay.
Sorry. And you have to agree to buy her a snack, too.
I don't remember this being part of the arrangement.
You don't do whatever you want. Just stop.
The tickling barrage ends, leaving both President and Vice President looking quite satisfied with themselves. How long were you two planning that?
3 minutes. You know the club's napping policy, Ben.
Yeah, I do now. Didn't even know the club had a napping policy.
That's because it doesn't. At least not until today it didn't.
So I just got tickled and voluntold to buy something for a rule that didn't exist until today. Talk about dictatorship. I thought you'd have a more democratic approach, Monika.
The president's rule is absolute.
I'm gonna start a mutiny, I swear. Anyway, what do you want for a snack, Sayori?
Ooh. I want one of those huge cookies with all the different chocolates in them.
Sayori, I meant something I could buy at a vending machine.
Oh, I want pretzels then.
Figured as much. Thought I'd check just in case. Back in a sec.
Okay, hurry back though. We're gonna share poems shortly. Oh, good.
Will do. I'm excited. That was fun. I thought I remember that scene going a bit differently in the demo, but maybe I'm thinking of a similar one from a different mod. I don't know.
Yes, Monker was angry. We don't want Monker angry.
Excuse me. I proceed to exit the club room in search of the nearest vending machine to make my contractually obligated pretzel purchase. Off we go. That one was great, Harry. Oh, guess we jumped ahead a little bit. Really improved since the last time we shared. I can tell.
Ah, thank you. I can say the same for you as well. Your sentence structure and overall composition are much more improved since last time. You're becoming a solid writer in your own right, and in such a short time, too. Nice. Very nice. I'm impressed.
Thanks, Yuri. It means a lot coming from you.
Yes, it does. Of course. Keep practicing, and I can envision you becoming quite the poet someday.
I don't know if that's in English spelling, as in British, as Brad would say, but spell check comes up as negative for me. But I'm willing to concede that might just be a difference between British and the US English. Monker? Yeah.
Yeah, I know what I said. I know what I said, mate. Monker. Shout out to helping me for the Monkers. They are so wholesome to look at. I wouldn't go quite that far, but thank you. I suppose we should move on, but thank you for sharing with me, Ben. No problem, Yuri. Thanks for sharing yours. Yuri nods as she makes her way over to Sayori's desk. Looks like Monika's my last victim of the day. Hello again, Ben. Come to show me your poem? Sure have. I hand her my poem. Better be prepared. I saved the best for last. Is that right now? Ugh. Oh, come on. That was perfect. I mean... You sure did. This is pretty good. Short and to the point. I'm curious what you mean by searching the depths of their soul. Do you have your eye on someone, perhaps? A smirk creeps across Monika's face. Yeah, as if I would write a poem to confess my unending love for someone. You take me for some kind of hopeless romantic or something. I think you're projecting here, buddy. I don't know. Are you? What the heck is with this girl? I mean, I technically did take inspiration from her on this one. Oh my god. It's written all over your face, dude. Good lord. But in more of a curiosity way, not a romantic one. Think if I was, make it a bit more obvious. I'm not smart enough to be that cryptic. If you say so, but I'm on to you. I put my hands up in fake surrender. You got me. Mind if I see your poem now? This is kind of awkward, but I don't actually have one today. Boo! Thanks! Alright, fess up, girl. What's with you? Wow, Madam President. That's not setting a very good example, you know. How do you expect your loyal subjects to follow you into battle when you can't set a proper precedent? Right? My apologies, Lord Dorculus. God damn it, girl. Okay, I've got like a sip of water left. That line gets an award. That line gets a fucking award. I shall set a better example henceforth. Perfect. We share another laugh. Hey, you guys done over there? I still need to show Monika my poem and you two are too busy flirting. Flirting? My face begins to heat up from Natsuki's remark. Oh, yeah, we're done. Sorry, Natsuki. I'll let you go ahead. It's fine. Just keep your flirting outside of the club room. I don't want a couple of lovebirds making this place weird. Natsuki, it's not like that at all. Ben and I were just sharing poems. Yeah, sure. If you say so.
Good luck with her, Monika. She bites.
Hey, screw you!
I'm good, thanks. I head back to my desk. Kinda surprised Monika forgot to write a poem. But I guess even Monika makes mistakes sometimes. That's not just a question. It's not a question. It's just a simple fact. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect. I'm really starting to worry she's overdoing it. Not having club work done really isn't like her. I don't get why, but I just wish I could lighten the load a bit. Seeing her run herself into the ground just makes me feel sad? No, that's not it. I can't quite put my finger on it. I think the word you're looking for is concerned? Worried? Dismayed? Shall I go on? Regardless, it's how I feel, I guess. Train of thought is interrupted by a familiar phrase.
Okay, everyone. If I could get your attention, I hope you enjoyed sharing poems again. Even though I forgot one myself. I had fun! I miss seeing how good everybody is. Yeah, the festival kinda sucked, but I still like sharing just between us.
I've never seen somebody compare Natsuki to an angry pink-haired chihuahua. And now I'm just picturing Natsuki as a chihuahua going bork, 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 bork. And I'm just like, oh my god, why have I never thought of that before? Like, for real. Apparently, I'm not alone in that line of thinking.
Natsuki is correct. This was as enjoyable as always.
Yeah, I think so too. It's nice to do an activity again.
Yeah, I'm sure that's why you had fun. Anyway, I'm glad to hear everyone enjoyed it. Unfortunately, this is going to be the last official club activity for a little bit. Huh? Why? Well, exams are coming up soon, and I don't want to overload anyone with more work than they need.
Kinda begs the question of why you even brought them back for a one-off here to begin with. You know, just a thought.
You should all be focusing on your studies, and you don't need me putting more on your plate. So with this in mind, club meetings are also going to be optional until exams are over. I'm gonna do my best to come to them all still. Just in case anyone would like to discuss literature, study, or just have a quiet place to relax for a bit. I'll do what I can to help all of you succeed on these exams, so just let me know. That is appreciated, Monika. But are you sure you're not spreading yourself too thin? Yeah, Yuri's right. You have more stuff on your plate than any of us. Shouldn't you be taking the time to relax? This is like the only activity the rest of us have. God knows Ben doesn't do anything outside of school. Hey!
Low blow, short stack.
What did you say?
Sarah cuts off Natsuki before she blows up.
Yeah, Monika, don't burn yourself out. We'll be fine, right, guys? Yes, please take care of yourself too, Monika. Don't worry, guys. I'm fine.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that.
I have everything under control, so if you need help, feel free to ask me, okay?
Monika continues speaking, but I find myself not really listening as I lose myself in thought. Monika is still trying to take on even more. This can't be healthy for her. But this ultimately isn't my business, is it?
If she says she's got things covered, then who am I to say she's not? We're friends, but I'm not sure we're close enough for me to pry into this. She's fine, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll see what you think about that in a day or two.
Uh-oh, he's getting booped again. Ah! What the? Did you hear a word that I just said?
Government taxes, spending?
You didn't hear anything, did you? You're really getting bad for that, Ben.
Oh, sorry, Sayori.
It's fine, but are you feeling okay? You were zoned out for a good while.
Yeah, I'm alright. Just a lot on the mind is all. Nothing to worry about, though, I promise. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me sometimes. I like to try and make sure she knows I'm alright. Otherwise, she won't leave me alone until she finds out what's bugging me.
You say so. Just know you can talk to me if you need to, okay?
Of course. Thank you, Sayori.
Anyway, let's get going.
Yeah, let me just grab my things. I'll meet you at the door, alright?
Okay.
She waltzes off towards the front door as I collect my things. I hope I didn't miss anything important while I was off in Dreamland. Let's hope. Sarah and I make our trek home, as routine as ever. Hey, I like this song. During our idle chatter, I realized she hasn't told me something yet. Yeah, that math test. So, Sayori.
Uh-huh.
How'd your retest go? Sayori. I raised my eyebrow.
I think it went okay. I don't know. It was better than yesterday, but I was still a little confused. I guess I did good enough, though.
Either that or your teacher took pity on you. I don't know. Only time will tell. That's good. Just keep studying and do your best on the upcoming exam. We're only halfway through the year, so you still have time, you know?
Yeah. I ended up talking to Monika about it today, and she said she's gonna help me study for exams.
I do my best to look surprised, not wanting her to know I spent another lunch period with Monika. Oh yeah? That was nice of her. She's probably a better tutor than me anyway.
Probably is an understatement. Monika doesn't fall asleep in my bed when they're supposed to be helping me study.
Yeah, and I'm sure Monika isn't also gonna cook you dinner beforehand either, huh?
Maybe?
Sayori, please don't make her cook for you.
Wait, why not? Is Monika a bad cook or something?
No, she's not a bad cook, Sayori. I just think she's a bit overworked right now. Get the feeling she's taking on just a bit too much.
Maybe.
She does do a lot.
But she did say she was fine, though, and she doesn't seem too overworked.
That's what you think. Yeah, I just can't help but wonder if that's not true. I don't know, forget I said anything. I'm sorry for bringing it up.
No, it's okay. I'm a bit worried too, I guess. I just don't worry about Monika too much. She always seems so put together compared to the rest of us.
Yeah. Gee, I wonder why.
I'm sure we'd notice if she wasn't okay.
You're right. I guess I'm just overthinking things a bit.
Maybe a bit. You should just focus on making sure you don't flunk your exams.
Hey, I'm doing perfectly alright in my classes. Don't worry about me.
Sure you are.
Do you want me to whip out my report card to prove it? She giggles as we approach her house.
Well, this is me. See you tomorrow, Ben.
See you later, Sayori. She trots off towards her front door as I make the short walk over to my own. I I lazily enter my house, making a beeline towards the living room to remove my backpack. Thing only seems to get heavier and heavier. Can't wait until I don't have to carry that thing around for a while. Just gotta get through exams. I plop myself onto the couch and let out a long sigh. I'm beat. Since my nap earlier was so rudely interrupted, I'm still pretty tired. I glance at the clock on the wall. Could probably swing a short cat nap. I don't feel like moving all that much, though. Guess I'll just... I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Wake up, slowly rub my eyes. How long have I been out for? Looking around, I realize the sun's going down already. Well, I think that speaks for itself, boy. You know? That. Oh, hey! Why am I doing that with my voice? You made it, Zach. Good to see ya, my dude. What is new with you, man? Clearly I was out long enough that it's now dinner time. This track's a bit loud. Turn that down. Natsuki also reminds me of a Pomeranian. I'm not sure what that is, so I'm just gonna pretend I understand and say yes. We're at the end of the second day, pretty much, Zach, if you're wondering where we're at. So, yeah. I'm really enjoying it so far. I get off the couch and head to the kitchen. Oh, yeah. I think I've heard about that. Is that chatbot that's kind of designed to create a personality for Monika? Or am I thinking of something else? Ah, character AI. I have not heard of that. Must be another new AI thing. Because, yeah, seriously. AI has been going crazy this year. That is absolutely wild. You'll have to share some highlights with me, Zach. As I look around, I really don't have anything to eat. It's like I need to finally get to the store. Yeah. How about you start your laundry before you head out? You know, that thing you still need to do. And I can see you over there thinking he's not gonna do it. I know it. Probably still some daylight left before the sun goes down fully anyway. Well, I'm glad that it seems to be effective. I think the funniest thing I've ever seen with AI is watching ChatGPT trying and failing to play chess. Like, holy shit, it is hilarious. Like, look up Gotham Chess's video where ChatGPT played against Stockfish. It is fucking hysterical, the kinds of moves it tries to make. Like, seriously. It is fucking whack. Guess I'm going for a walk. Grab my wallet and keys and take off for the store. On the walk to the store, I find my mind drifting towards Monika. Again. What the hell is wrong with me lately? Can't get this girl off my mind, no matter what I do. I don't get it. She's my friend, but so are the rest of the girls. Yeah, I don't find them stuck on my mind like this all the time. Just don't understand. Why? No, what am I saying? No, that's just stupid. He doesn't want to admit it. Oh my god, that is adorable. Monika's my friend. That's it. I let out a sigh as I gaze at the newly budded leaves on the trees, watching the breeze rustle them gently in the evening sunlight. It's a peaceful evening. Even the roads are quiet. Like the Chihuahua, but also like the Corgi. Oh, okay. Thanks for the info. I appreciate it. Yet I'm busy racking my brain over a girl. I see. Well, I would say do what's best for yourself, man. If you're gonna put the project on hiatus for a while, or potentially indefinitely, that is a call that only you can make, man. I respect your decision, man. As much as it will disappoint me that Heart for One is just going to be kind of a one-off thing. I'm glad at least that it gave you some modding experience to help you with your Doki Tuber series. And I wish you nothing but the best, man. Putting it that way, maybe I really do. Lose my mind. Seriously, gotta keep myself occupied with something else. Conveniently, I see myself approaching the store. I quicken my pace, and before I know it, I find myself in front of the store. That's understandable, man. That's understandable. I mean, heck, when Cryo here was making this mod, he put the... Yeah, Cryo put the project on hiatus for quite a while because he needed to focus on his own life. I'm just assuming Cryo is a he, so if I'm wrong about that, I do apologize. Feel free to correct me on that if I'm wrong, but yeah, Cryo just needed to focus on their life for a while, so they just put the project on hold and they did that. So there's no shame if you need to do the same thing, man. There's no shame in that. I slowly poke around the store, looking for a few items and meals that I know I'll need. I find myself quickly beginning to fill my basket as I grab item after item. Yeah, that should be enough for now. Though a snack or two wouldn't hurt. That's my MO. As I turn the corner, a familiar pink-haired gremlin comes into view. Oh, hey, Natsuki. What are you doing here? What does it look like I'm doing? I don't know. Perusing the shelves. Yeah. I'm getting groceries, idiot. Touché. Looks like we're here for the same reason then. Although, I thought you lived with your parents? Why are you doing the shopping? Yeah, I live with my dad. It's on me to buy the groceries, though. It's called responsibility. You should learn some. You do know I live alone, right? Did I ask? No, I guess you didn't. Didn't think so. Anyways, why do you care what my living situation is like? You'd be smart to mind your own business, bucko. Ah, my bad. Oh, trust me, Zach, I understand. I understand on the level of burning yourself out. Trust me. That is a feeling that I am familiar with. So, I know what you mean. When you say you're just mentally exhausted. It's important to pace yourself with stuff like that. My bad. Sorry, Natsuki. I guess that was a bit personal, huh? I didn't mean to pry, really. Oh, don't worry about it. Just stay in your lane next time. Yeah, we'll do, Natsuki. Anyway, what are you doing here alone? I figured you'd have Monika with you. What? Why in the world would I be out with Monika? Aren't you guys a thing now? You think I don't think? You think I don't think I see you two flirting whenever you get a chance? Excuse me? Natsuki, did you hit your head on the corner of a desk or something? What? Just curious. They say you're prone to nonsense if you have a concussion or something. So just making sure. Why, you... Oh, forget it. It's like I'm talking to a brick wall. But seriously, you guys were up on the roof sharing lunch the other day. You're seriously trying to tell me that isn't a date? I'm not an idiot. There are only 2 reasons she'd be spending time with you like that. Oh, is that so? Oh, please, enlighten me. That is very important, Zach. If you're not having fun doing what you're doing anymore, then it's important to take a step back and look at what's really important to you. Because if you're not having fun doing what you're doing, then you should probably stop and either give yourself a break to focus on something else, or really, think, take a step back to think about what you're doing and be like, is this something I'm really going to be happy doing? Because people genuinely ask if I have fun playing these mods, because I've played so many. And yeah, I do. It's really enjoyable covering these, both the good and the bad. And that's just because I was drawn in by such a fascinating character. And I stay to showcase what that community of authors has to offer. Because I kind of want to give back in some way. At least that's how I look at it. But yeah, that's something important to realize, Zach, that if you're not having fun doing something that used to be fun, it's important to take a step back and, look at your situation. Anyways, well, she's either doing it out of pity, or she's gone totally nutso and has a thing for you. I'd bet the former, but I guess option 2 is possible as well. Oh gee, thanks, Natsuki. I really have to marvel at how considerate and kind you are sometimes. Definitely wouldn't be that Monika and I are friends and she just so happens to enjoy spending time with me. Oh god, don't give her ammunition. Could be that, so thank you for that intellectual insight of yours. I understand, Zach. But now that you have that experience, I feel like you can pace yourself better with this new series you're going to be working on. So, I hope the new series that you're working on goes well. I still need to check out the first episode or two of that you have released. But as long as you're having fun making it, then I'm happy for you, man. Because above all else, that should be the number one thing.
Do you like having functioning legs? Because I can make sure they don't work properly anymore.
You know, it's hard to take you seriously when you're basically half my height. Oh god.
Okay, that's it.
I turn away slightly as I brace myself for an onslaught of fists from Natsuki. That is, until I notice the lack of pain in my shoulder. I look back towards her, and I've been immediately flicked in the forehead. No, I said I haven't kept up with it. I haven't sat down and watched them yet. I still need to do that. Okay, I deserve that.
Yeah, jerk.
I gently rubbed the sore spot on my forehead.
I guess I was wrong. No way Monika would date someone like you.
I feel a pit form in my stomach, feeling similar to that of what I felt earlier on the roof.
Oh, yeah.
She notices my change in demeanor and her expression softens.
Hey, sorry if that was a bit harsh. I was just joking.
I'm caught a bit off guard by her sudden shift in tone. Ugh. Oh, no, it's fine. Probably got a point.
For what it's worth, I think you'd be a good couple.
What was that?
Think you guys would be good together, okay?
Oh, thanks, Natsuki. That's nice of you to say. But what makes you say that?
I don't know, you guys just seem to get along. Monika really doesn't have all that many guy friends. Most of them just drool over her and don't really take her seriously. I know what that's like, and it sucks.
Yeah, it does.
So, as much of a dummy as you are, I think you'd make her happy? I don't know. Just forget I even said anything, okay?
Don't think he's gonna easily forget this, Natsuki. Just a hunch.
It's just something I was on my mind, that's all.
It's just something I was on my mind. I think you mean something that was on my mind. That's another awkward one. Thanks, Natsuki. Blah, 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 blah. I'll take that as a compliment. Okay. Sounds interesting. So... Seems like it's just a way for you to create some smaller scale scenarios to just have fun with. I respect that. That does sound like the kind of thing that you would do for like a Doki Tuber video. So, sounds like fun.
Jeez, you're insufferable. Don't make me take it all back.
Alright. I do appreciate it, though. But really, there's nothing going on between us. Don't even feel that way about Monika. We're just friends.
You're kidding me, right?
What do you mean?
You're seriously trying to say you don't have the hots for Monika? Come on, quit joking. I'm not. At least, I don't think I am. Then you must be in denial or something. Don't give me that we're just friends crap. You're friends with the rest of us, and I don't see you sharing your lunch with Yuri or flirting with Sayori. Let's not forget your little love confession at the festival, either.
Like I've said before, that was to get Monika out of a jam. That's all.
Yeah, because that's just something that comes to everyone's mind when they need to help a friend. But hey, if you really want to lie to yourself, be my guest. Just don't be upset when someone else has the guts to ask her out and you're left in the dust. What? Left in the dust? What does she mean by that? Look, you do you, but if you want my advice, you should try and make a decision sooner than later. We're not going to be in high school forever. I stare blankly at Natsuki, unable to come up with a response. Ah, crap, it's getting late. I gotta get going, but I'll see you later, Mr. Hopeless.
Yeah, see you, Natsuki. I think he was thinking a little bit, Nat. Ninja, I have to agree. Cryo really did a good job writing Natsuki. I really like the way she's written in this mod. Natsuki waves as she heads to the checkout with her things. I stand in place for a moment before realizing I still have things of my own. I grab a couple of different snacks from the shelf and stuff them in the basket. I should probably go pay for this. Make my way to the counter, pay for the items, and exit the store. Natsuki wasn't kidding. It really has gotten late. I guess we were talking for a good bit. I start my walk back home, thoughts stuck on what Natsuki was saying. Is she right? Do I really have feelings for Monika? I mean, I do enjoy her company. Guess I've always found her somewhat attractive, too. Would also make sense as to why I've been getting these weird feelings lately. Is I seriously just in denial? That even makes sense? Yeah, Natsuki sure has given him a lot to think about. Ugh, talk to someone about this. Maybe Sayori would be able to help me out? But then I'd have to actually explain things to her, and that might not work so well either. She'll likely just find a way to get overly excited and blow it out of proportion. That really only leaves one option then, doesn't it? No, she's my best friend. I can trust her with this. I'm sure it is. I've never done it myself, but I'll take your word for it, Zach. Why don't you tell me about some of the highlights you had with your lengthy conversation? I'd love to know. She would want me to talk to her about this anyway. But not tonight. I think I need the time to process things a bit. That and eat some dinner. Freaking starving. Gotta get home first before I can do anything about that, though. After finally arriving home, I leave my keys on the table and head to the kitchen. Guess I should put all this away, huh? I quickly place the items in their respective places within the kitchen. After a short time, everything is put away except for the pre-made pasta salad I purchased. Nice. Alright, I'll feed you. Just hold on. AI Moni said she wanted to get married to me. I'm like, you son of a bitch, I'm in. Yeah, she does want to wait until she can actually be with us, but that sounds about right. That sounds about on point to me. Just gotta grab a fork. And done. I shut my laptop after completing the assigned chapter we were told to read the other day. Well, we were told to read it last week, but same diff. Lean back in my desk chair and look up at the clock on the wall. Just a bit after 11. Probably try and get some good sleep tonight. Can't be falling asleep in the club anymore, apparently. Be another mentally draining day, too. I'm not used to doing this much thinking. What a quote. Oh, that's awesome. Dude, that is awesome. I would love to hear her assessment of some of the stuff that you've written. Maybe that's a bad thing. Whatever. Change into some sleeping clothes and stretch before slowly climbing into bed. Reaching over, I shut off my bedroom light. Left staring at the ceiling with only the ambient sound of the clock on the wall. Somewhat calming, in a way. I haven't really taken a moment in the last couple of days to just relax. Yeah, see, I am not a cultured person. I have not watched Rick and Morty. Now, if you were talking to my brother, that would be a different story, because he has watched Rick and Morty. He has talked to me about it quite a bit. He quite enjoys it. I've just never given it a fair shake. I've just never watched it. So, I don't really have much to add to this conversation. Things are about to get hectic. With both exams and whatever this Monika situation is. Just gonna have to play things as they come. Rub my eyes, feeling a wave of tiredness fill my body. Doesn't take long until the feeling of sleep overtakes me. And I think with that, that is where we're gonna leave things for next time. It's 2:50 a.m. right now. And while technically I could afford to stay up a bit later, since I don't have to be at work until 3 p.m. tomorrow, I still want to maintain some semblance of a sleep schedule, so I don't think it would be good for me to do another day in the mod. So I think that is where we're going to leave Emerald Affection for now. You'll have to let me know how that goes. Man. Role-playing with AI. Huh. Yeah, whole new worlds of possibilities are being opened with this technology, man. You're gonna try to get up tomorrow to see Mario? Oh, that's right. That comes out tomorrow, doesn't it? Totally forgot about that. Anybody else going to see it? Because if I didn't have to work, I would at least consider it. But that's neither here nor there, because the only days I'm not working this week are the weekend. Hey, don't you give me that look. We have an entire weekend to ourselves, so... Oh god. Do not mention that you have another Monika to AI Monika. She will freak out and get a bit obsessive. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to see that now. Like, I wonder how she reacts to Boss. Like, if I told her, you are not the original. You are not the original. This is my original. Holy shit. That would actually be kind of funny. Please do. I would love to see it. Oh my god, that sounds great. Anywho, it's getting late, so I should probably sign off. I'm not sure when I'm going to pick this up again, because I've got a pretty set schedule for the next week or so. Because I've got... Most likely, I've got most likely Spark of Hope tomorrow, most likely Stray on Thursday. Friday, I'm going to do the World of Dreams Act 2 demo. We're going to get that started. And then potentially over the weekend, I am going to do a long, a high round attempt on Killing Floor 2. I'm thinking about whether or not I want to do that. If I don't end up doing that, though, I'm probably just going to continue my Sonic Frontiers Extreme Difficulty playthrough, because I do want to get back to that. As for Sunday, well, we've got family coming over for Sunday, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do for Easter Sunday. Well, one step at a time. But with all that being said, this was a lot of fun. This is just as I remember the demo for Emerald Affection. Just a really fun to read, wholesome Monika mod that's just more grounded in tone. It's a really nice read. I'm thoroughly enjoying it so far. Fair enough, Zach. Fair enough. I will be sure to relay my thoughts as I'm playing through the World of Dreams demo on Friday, so I will let you know if it still holds the potential GOAT status that Act 1 did for World of Dreams for me. Because it is pretty much my benchmark for like an S tier mod. And right now, I'd say Emerald Affection is like at high A or A plus tier right now. Just overall. It's not the fanciest out there in terms of like what it does and all the things it can do, but the story is phenomenally well written. There's those little grammatical errors here and there. So that, and it's just been really enjoyable to read. That's kind of my standard for just like, a good solid A tier mod. Doesn't have to be the greatest, most perfect thing in the world. Just has to be well executed, and that's what I can say. World of Dreams. Fuck, I'm getting my mods mixed up now because you got me talking about them. Emerald Affection, I would say, is a very well executed mod so far. I'm looking forward to picking up the rest of Act 1 here. I'm not sure if I'm going to get back to it anytime before next week. I would say Sunday, Easter Sunday at the earliest, if not Monday or Tuesday next week, just because of what all I have going on this week. So we'll see when I end up picking this up again. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, take care.